on the line with Doggie Diamonds, Doggie Diamonds TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this DeHaven.
Oh, my bro is calling right now. What's going on, bro? You know you got to tap in this. This is the infamous DeHaven. You see this topic. Me and you have these conversations offline, right?
Yes, we do.
And you always be letting they know that it's a slippery slope when it comes to certain people, because they give certain people pass for certain things that's not really upholding the code. So in your opinion, DeHaven, does the street code matter anymore in 2025?
Nah. Nah, it's washed. I mean, how could it be still a code if the game was rigged from the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Once you figure it all out, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's like we didn't know what we was getting into from the beginning. But now when we use knowledge and figured out we was all set up from the beginning, it's rigged. So, and now it's just saturated. You know what I'm saying? How could it exist if my money is right and I could be a civilian again? How could this game exist? How could you be looking for paperwork nowadays when you don't even trust our government in any other aspects? At this point, why are you even looking for paperwork? I don't trust the government on all these people out here, because who's to say, someone ain't drop a note, send a phone call, a anonymous phone call on the tip. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how the information is given. So why are you even looking for paperwork? It's enough desperate agents out there. If you got vital information, you know what I'm saying, and you just give it, say, yo, I'm going to give this anonymously. It's a tip.
Right.
So where you looking for paperwork at? At nowadays when, the government is corrupt, you know what I'm saying? So if it's all rigged, man, you know what I'm saying, it's over with.
So let me ask you something, bro. You've been accused of stuff and you've had to fight for your name to this day. You still got to fight for your name. What's the best way to handle these situations if it's cap was being said about you? What's the best way to handle this?
Because it is no way. No way it handles itself out, bro. Because the real recognize the real. It's enough people that have been through this that recognize my situation. And I'm okay with that. The rest are just the dumb, the blind, and, you know what I'm saying, the riders, and the rest of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. But, you know what I'm saying, there's never been no paperwork. There's never been nobody that said, well, he told on me. At this point, 15 years, 20 years since the person said it.
Let me ask you a tough question in that situation. How does that person get to pick and choose when they were a part of the underworld and then they so-called squared up, but then they might be around people who did tell on somebody on record? Should they uphold the code in that instance?
That's when you realize that they never really played by a code, or something is really fishy there. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. Something is really fishy there. And then at some point, you could be sitting there, well, you don't know what situation some people are in. Somebody sit here and say, man, who cares if you done this and done that to people? You ain't do it to my people or whatever it may be. And who cares what they say? Those people that's chitty-chatter and chatter-pattering, we're not even going to see them. We in bigger rooms.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's selective politicking, and people care about when it's low-hanging fruit, but when it's high up on the ladder, I told you, bro, dudes is out here getting 10, 20 racks to do interviews, and they told on everybody.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at it another way, Doggie. This is America, baby.
Capitalism, yeah.
The American dream is here, and they don't stop you from getting that bag. If you can get the bag, and if you can sell your snitching stories it doesn't matter. Right. It's America. Land of opportunity. If you wake up tomorrow with a new idea, I'm gonna tell on Oprah. Right. You rich. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really surprising. Right. Don't dare say, really, he'll say, yo, don't hate me, hate the game.
Right. Don't hate me, hate the player. Yep. The game is the game. Yeah, wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I've been gave in to, the game is over, so why play it? If it's coming in rigged, if you know that it's only 40 and 51 cards there in the deck, why are you going to play it, bro? Why are you going to sit there and play your money? You know, 51. It's supposed to be 52 cards.
Right, yeah. It's a missing card. Right.
And you say, dude going to say, yo, you can play, but there's only 51 cards in here.
Right.
You going to sit down?
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And then get mad after you lose and want to fight. That's
Right.
a snitch.
Right. You already knew the game was fixed. Right.
Yeah. He going to tell the next person, man, don't even sit down. It's rigged. No, we told you this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I try to imply the best way of, you know, giving this information out other than pointing fingers, just saying like, yo, it's over.
Could I ask you something
really
else?
over.
You could say no comment, bro. Do Preem have some type of responsibility that he said he knew for 40 years and he never said nothing publicly? If you allegedly knew that this dude was this for 40 years and you ain't never say nothing and you left him out there to nab other people, do you have some responsibility if he got somebody else jammed up allegedly? Yeah,
well, yo, bro, I learned to understand, like, you would never understand why a person would do certain things. You get what I'm saying? That'll rattle your whole brain.
Right.
People, it's like a wild card. You know what I mean? You just pulled out a joker. You know, it's already a big joker and little joker. Now here you come with this joke.
Right.
To confuse the whole game. Now, how does that benefit you saying that? And then when it trickles down to me, it's almost like, is this one big party of views that people are getting to get money? Did all these guys sit down together and say, yo, you know, we're going to do this? And cause
this is content. Yeah, it's starting to
internet.
sound like content now. It's just starting to sound like content.
Yeah, exactly. Did y'all plan this? Or this is planned? Or does this make sense? Or how does this benefit you for even saying this? And, you know, I honestly, I don't watch none of that. No, I don't watch none of that stuff, bro.
Right.
It's because it's like it's smut. It's you know what smut is.
Right.
Lowest part of, you know what I'm saying. But I can't hate on how you get your bag, because this is America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
but
the law, as Nino Brown said.
Right, but don't get on here talking about, oh, the streets is messed up, these kids is wild, when you on here 20 hours a day. So you're not helping. You're not helping because you on here 20 hours a day. You got 4 kids. So how are you helping?
He not talking about me, by the way. Yeah. He not talking about me, by the way. Because I don't be here for 20 hours. Yeah, let's just, they be like, DeHaven box on Doggie Diamonds. He got 4 kids and he's on here 20 hours. He ain't talking about me.
We have conversations.
Right, yeah,
We have conversations offline. I'm just saying, though, you know what I mean, when all of this content and stuff, because I spoke about this on, you know, my last time I really was out there about staying focused to what's really going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How does that help me when, you know what I'm saying, my niece about to lose her food stamps and she got 3 kids? How the hell does this information help me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger issues. I ain't trying to change the whole thing, but the game is over.
Right.
Why playing it? There's no morals. There's no dignity. There's no
integrity. There's no honor. There's no camaraderie. Like, yeah, right.
If you tell me, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I just watch it just for entertainment. Okay, because that's what it's for.
Right.
If that entertains you, though, that's that's your life, but the time you spend on that jack, looking at that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's something different, man. The game. I want to talk about that snitches when I've been, like you said, fighting for 20 years, and now niggas is doing lawsuits, and now these dudes are getting 10,000. You know, and I barely could get the 7 I asked for.
Right. And you got put on records, immortalized. Your name done went platinum a few times, and you ain't get a coin.
You You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? It's just, it's over, man. The game, there's no code. The only thing you can have is your morals.
Right.
Yo, should I, you know, and when you use your morals of saying, yo, should I call the police or should I I'm not going to let this dude pick on this person. I'm going to intervene. You know, play your position as a man. That ain't got, you know, that's common sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Would I call the police in certain circumstances? Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Would I do this? Would I do, you know what I'm saying? I just got to pick and choose on how, you know, what's moral to you.
Right. And then, you know, even when we dealing with morality, some people be doing the moral stuff and everybody be jacking. And I be like, that ain't moral. But if it is to a million people, who am I? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's selective politicking.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
selective
it's
politicking.
selective.
It's selective. All right, bro.
Everybody
go ahead.
got one in their family. You know why it's selective? Because everybody got one in their. It's like you said, yo, you know your family been impacted. Somebody in your family, right?
Right.
That's how that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody got somebody like, nah, don't bother him. Yo, nah, he's cool with, or this one is that one, or this one is that one. Once you saturated the game with all of that and people this, that, you know, and no cosigning and for people and no people, man,
right.
Nah, then the rap game, man, it's just that and it's just killed everything, bro. Try something new. You don't have to be in that game to make money now.
Right.
You know, it's a million ways. Like I said, it's America.
Right.
It's a million ways to get money, and if you don't know how, that's a whole nother level.
Right. All right, bro. Let me try to get some more callers in. How long you gonna be up? Because I'll call you later, or I'll just call you tomorrow after work.
Yeah, hit me tomorrow, bro. We chop it up, and it's always a pleasure, bro.
Yes, I appreciate you. Love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
Yep.
Out, man.
All right, we later on. All right. That's my guy, DeHaven. You know.
Tiptoe. Info.